What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Tech Channel. This is Ryan Knows Tech with TechInform.us, and we're going to be answering a request video here from a user. Thanks to that user. I'm sorry I didn't write down the name. This was several days, if not weeks ago. And the question was, is the iPad a legitimate replacement for a laptop? At what point does this really replace your laptop? And to throw the answer out there right away, it really doesn't, for a couple of reasons. Unless you are such a basic laptop user, your primary uses of your machine are for internet, maybe some email, games, like games that you would find in iOS type of games. If you do much more than that, it's not really a replacement. The biggest thing that people love the iPad for is web browsing, and it does a phenomenal job web browsing. If you've ever seen one of these, the browser on here is so good, and just to interact with it and touch is an awesome experience. Safari is a great browser. It's quick. You've got all your bookmarks up here. It does everything except Flash. It's great with HTML5, and that's definitely the future. Flash is awful. I wish that Apple would just drop it and come up with something that was better than Flash, but I don't think that's going to happen. At least, excluding HTML5. So the other big thing is you still need a Mac or a PC if you have an iPad. This is not a desktop OS machine replacement. You need to sync this product to iTunes. You get it? That's how you friggin' make it work. You take it out of the box, you get an Apple logo telling you to plug it into iTunes. Of course, you could go to a friend's house and plug it in and let that be it. But doing updates and things like that are, at least as of now, May 9th, through iOS, you cannot update it over the air. Maybe coming in iOS 5, I've read some stuff, but we don't know yet. And the other big thing is email, and email means typing. It's obviously a beautiful mail utility on here. It's really easy to use. It reads DOCs, DOCX, pages, PDFs, XLS, any format that you would ever really get emailed to you that's not ridiculously proprietary would work on an iPad. And that's the beauty of this. And here's the other beauty. This keyboard is absolutely phenomenal to type on. It is the exact same difference, A to L, Q to P, and Z to the question mark, as excuse me, the 13-inch MacBook Pro. You lay it right on top. It is the exact, just got mine rotated there, it is the exact same size, which is absolutely nuts. So you can really lay your fingers out across this just like you would, keeping in mind that if your fingers touch the display, it's not going to work. So don't let that happen. All of them at the same time, I mean. It takes a little bit to get used to typing on, but once you get it, it's a really nice experience to type on here. I'll admit I still hit S instead of A or something like that, but it's a really nice typing experience. Now, the reason I say no, this is not a laptop replacement, is, of course, the applications that run on here. There are some amazing applications out of the 200 and some thousand that are available for iOS, but you cannot replace things. There's just certain things on the Mac. That sounds ridiculous that I say that, but to have so many things running on a Mac, you won't know until you use it. But like I said, if you're such a light user that only wants to do basic things, internet, email, of course you've got your photos, your music, your games, iTunes, all that, maps on here, camera with the iPad 2, that is. The iPad is really a device that's well worth it. I mean, look at the thing. It's so thin you could probably still see 99.5% of my enormous head when I hold it up like that. I love it. I've had one since launch. I definitely recommend at least looking at it and considering buying it. But again, unless you're such a basic user, this is not going to replace your main machine. Nor is it going to replace your mobile phone. Considering the fact this is not a phone. And if it were, it's not that portable. It is more portable than a laptop. It does certain things better than a laptop. I think this is better for web browsing. I think this is better for email. But when it gets to the point when you need to open multiple YouTube accounts and go in and do comments and you have one browser, it's tough to do. But I definitely love this thing and I recommend it. So I can't exactly tell every user out there what to do. Go to the Apple Store, go to Best Buy, play with one, see if you like it. And keep in mind that it is not yet at this point going to fully replace your desktop machine, whether that be a laptop or a desktop, due to the fact that you still need an iTunes machine to sync it with. So I hope I cleared some things up. I hope I learned you today. Thanks for watching this video. Our technology blog is techinform.us. Our Tech in 5 podcast number 3 is up. Mike and Adam did a great job. Be sure to check that out. It's in iTunes. The link's down there. My Twitter is twitter.com/JamesRSchultz. Then we'll be hosting a live web show tomorrow night, which is every Tuesday from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time on ustream.tv/user/techinformus. I'll see you in tomorrow's show or in tomorrow's video. Thanks again. Bye-bye.